That's not me. I don't look like that even with my glasses off. Sorry. I think I'm really funny. I'm glad this table also thinks I'm funny. Anyway, so I'm talking about games. I realize that like games, there's like a whole thing for like, you know, discipleship and small groups and all of that's like really important. So sometimes it's easy to be like, oh, games, way less important, which, okay, if I'm being real, it's probably true. But your kids are going to notice if you skip excellence, if you want to do games, and you still like, you're like, well, whatever, we'll do the same game we play every week, that's kind of just okay. They'll notice. It's kind of like when you see a car that only has one hubcap, like, you notice, like, that car's not finished. Totally not referencing one of our volunteers there at all. It's fine. So I'm going to walk you through 5 different games. Each game varies in complexity, type, and it's also going to come with unsolicited advice, because who doesn't love that, right? Okay, here we go. First game is called Pillow Fight with eggs. So I'm also making our interns come and help me with this, so here they are. Alright, so here's how this game is played. You will come out, you can pick like 4 students. I would say you can pick as many students as you want if you have space. And best thing about doing like a pillow fight like this is you can make it like a boxing ring, so like hold your mic like this and like make your sound person have like some like boxing ring dings and make it like a big deal. So it's like these kids are like, you know, like Anna, you know, weighing in at 93 pounds and 6 feet 1, you know, whatever. Right? Okay, so you can do that for your kids. So they each need a pillow, obviously, because you're doing a pillow fight. The catch would be, they will also have eggs attached to them. This one's not an egg, it's a cotton ball because I only had 1 egg at my house this morning, alright? So you'll want them to be in a plastic bag like this, unless you want eggs everywhere, which you don't. Plastic bag, they're safety pinned. This is the spots you want to put them, like by their pockets and then on their shoulders. So normally they would have 4, but again, only have 1 egg and only 4 plastic bags today. So what they'll do is face off with each other. We set up a boxing ring like right here, and by boxing ring I mean tape on the floor. So that was where they were supposed to go. So the goal is to keep your eggs from getting smashed, which these guys will have an easy time because only Anna has an egg. And to smash the other person's eggs. It gets violent. Ready, go. Got it. You're doing it. Alright, good work. Give it up for Lucy. That was excellent. Great syntax. All your eggs are syntax somehow. Just confusing. So, unsolicited advice with this one is to be prepared. Even like the best music, being the most exciting MC ever. Don't mind the bug that's flying in my face, it's not a big deal. Even if I was actually Lucy Lou, still wouldn't be that big of a deal. You want to make sure that your kids are prepped. So make sure if you're going to play a game like this one that you're like pinning things to people. Turns out that's like not that much fun to watch. So make sure like get some people to come alongside and help you and make sure that they are set up so when they walk out to be like, okay, here's what we're going to do, they're already ready to go. Okay, alright, so second game is called Musical Toast. Alright, what's a youth group without having a game where kids have to eat gross things, right? Like, I'm pretty sure everybody does that. So this is a variation of musical chairs with toast. So the cups are over here. So you'll start with 4 to 6 kids, really, kind of the more the better at this point. So Anna and Lindsay are going to pretend like they are 4 people instead of just 2. So you'll have your students line up at a table like that one with some cups or bags or something where you can't see what's underneath them. And you will stand at a toaster and you will toast cups of toast for them. Which I'm not really going to do because also discovered when playing this game that I was like, okay, so you're going to put the toast down and they're going to walk around the cups while it's toasting. Toasters take forever. So it makes actually more sense if you don't plug it in and then you can pop it up whenever you feel like it. Like, oh, look, you're done. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to push the toast down. I'm going to pretend like I'm singing and they're going to walk around the cups like you do in regular musical chairs. Then when the music stops, you will stop at the cup. Okay? Ready to go. I also push the toast down. Here. This really is just the first show. Okay, so toast popped. Here's your toast.
I was like, wait.
Yay! So we're gonna say Lindsay has stopped at this cup. Underneath this cup is anchovies, which I took the time to write on this cup, even though none of you can read it. Yay! So Lindsay is going to put anchovies on her toast. Anchovies. Anna landed on mayo. Fun fact, once Anna had to eat a whole cup of mayo for a game. It was a good time. So, and now she has diabetes. Just kidding, she doesn't. Ooh, awkward. So Anna would put mayo on her toast. Then we would mix up the cups, and they would do it all over again. Because now, some of these are actually delicious. Like this one, okay, well that's hot sauce, not delicious. This one is jelly. You can also put good things up here, so kids like maybe end up on something delicious like chocolate. However, it's unlikely they will get chocolate twice. Likely they'll end up with a sandwich of like chocolate and hot sauce. Not delicious. So that is musical toast. Did you again, lovely assistants? Yay! This game is shamelessly ripped off from Jimmy Fallon. It is one of my all-time favorite games. It's called Rock, Paper, Scissors of Doom, as you can see. Unsolicited advice, anytime you can add of Doom to your game name, it will make it that much better, okay? So this one is a really good one if you're trying to introduce new students or new leaders. It is essentially just rock, paper, scissors. So for sake of argument, Anna is going to be our leader. She's going to stand here. Lindsay is going to be our student. Hooray! So this is going to be behind me and pretend like you never saw it. So, they're going to play rock, paper, scissors. The of doom part is that the loser is going to get a pie in the face. Don't worry, these are cotton balls. So, whatever. Anyway, so, they're going to play rock, paper, scissors. It's like hotly contested how you play rock, paper, scissors. We're going to play rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then you'll shoot. On shoot. Yeah, the right way. Okay, so, go ahead and play, Lindsay and Anna. Here we go. Say it with me. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! So Anna, our leader, has lost, which means Anna is about to receive a pie in the face! Definitely learned with this one that you need a tarp, because no 6th grade kid ever is as gentle as Lindsay just was. We had a kid, like, straight up, like, wreck one of our leaders. It's like, oh no, you probably have a bloody nose. Awkward. So, the secret to this game that if your leaders are here to plug their ears or they don't get to play this game is the leader always loses. So even if the leader wins, leader always loses, always gets a pie in the face. Once I had a leader who was like, but I won! And I was like, too bad! So, leader always loses. That is rock, paper, scissors of doom. You can eat the pie if you want. We can do it. Alright, higher or lower. This one is if you've ever been to a baseball game, or like a professional baseball game, or perhaps a Rockies game. This you have probably seen. Essentially, that's for Zach, wherever you are. So, essentially, this is the next player's number going to be higher or lower? But it's way more fun if you use a little bit of Photoshop skills and then Photoshop the faces of your leaders onto the players. So, let's see the first one. This is Christy. She's actually here in the back. She does not play for the Rockies. Her number is 9. So then I would have our students guess, is the next one higher or lower? What do you think? Higher seems like the consensus. Let's see. Oh, it's lower. This is our volunteer, Adrian. He's very good at climbing walls and punching the ball. So Adrian is number 5. Will the next one be higher or lower? Higher. Let's see. Oh, number 17, Todd Helton. She's also sitting right here. Hello. Hooray. That's, I just want you to know, this is my all-time favorite Photoshop job ever. Anyway, so higher, she would win. Yay! That's higher or lower. It's very easy. One more. This one is called Agawushuaki. Sometimes I can't come up with names for games. This is basically the Newlywed Game, but you're playing with students, so that's awkward, so you're not going to call it the Newlywed Game. So, here's how this game is played. You'll have, again, a student and a leader. So we'll say, again, Anna is our leader, Lindsay is our student. You will ask them a question that has multiple choice, and the leader has to guess what the student is going to say. So, we'll say, for instance, would you rather have a cat or a dog? So, and then while they are writing, you can ask your audience, like, who would like to rather have a cat? Cool. Who would rather have a dog? Alright, that's pretty much how it goes. So, we'll go to our student. Would you rather have a cat or a dog? I say cat. Leader, what do you think your student was going to say? Cat. Excellent. So they would get a point. So you can do things that are more than one choice. One of my favorite ones is like dark chocolate, white chocolate, chocolate, struggle, or milk chocolate. Like, so you can do desserts or foods, you can do Rebecca Black or Justin Bieber, whatever. Make sure that you have choices for your leaders and students, because there's no way. At the Newlywed Game, they can do open-ended questions. You can't, because you gotta give your leaders a chance at winning. So, that is a game that doesn't have a very good name. Sorry. Thank you. Give it up again, Anna and Lindsay. Thank you so much for helping. So, lots of unsolicited advice. As much as I hate that, like, we give, like, everybody's a winner, yay! Literally every kid that walks onto our stage also walks off with candy. I realize that that's, like, not that much fun, so I try to, like, if the kid actually won, give them the choice. But the goal for games, at least for me, is to make a kid a hero. So, like, hopefully, we had a kid come on stage once who was, like, this super quiet, like, doesn't ever talk to anyone kind of kid, and he, like, ended up winning the game totally on accident, and it like, totally made him the hero for the whole night. So this is a really good chance for you to get to do that with some of your quieter kids, or even some of your kids that you feel like, it would just be awesome if they could feel appreciated tonight. So that's games, 5 games in about 5 minutes. Sorry. Here's Wes.